And now, viewers, my colleague Malvika Pandey will be taking you through what really unfolded on the ground during the Delhi fire. Over to you, Malvika.
Absolutely, Vaishali. We have a lot of the visuals over here showing, what exactly took place. Now, here you have a visual of the fire. This is showing you how the building of the Flourish Homestays is what we're learning it was called, was located at the corner of this narrow lane. So you can see how this visual shows where exactly this building was located. The area was of many narrow lanes with the building located right at the corner. The building disintegrates due to the intensity of the blaze is also what we see in those visuals over here, and you can see the structure falling apart due to the intensity of the inferno. Massive smoke billows across the area. You can see it's not just the particular area of the building, but the entire sky of this area, the Horse Rani area in Malviya Nagar. Smoke filling up, thick black smoke filling up the entire sky over there, and that, viewers, on the corner is where the fire originated. People attempt to escape from the blaze, and you can see apart from what news we were getting of people jumping from windows, here you see a person located on the roof of the structure trying to get away from the smoke, get away from the flames. Fire in upper ground floor window. So over here you can see this person trying to escape from the blaze through the window, and here on the upper ground floor, this is the ground floor window, and right above that over here is where you see the massive blaze coming out of. That is the upper ground floor window, where you can see a lot of the fire was originating from locals lay mattresses to save lives. We also learned that many of the locals, they got together to help with the rescue operations, and you can see over here 6 to 7 mattresses, one witness told us, were laid down in order to assist the people who were jumping from the windows to escape from the fire and from the smoke. A man jumps from window to escape, and just what we saw over there, the mattresses laid down and people jumping onto those mattresses from the windows in order to escape. People scramble to escape the inferno. Another visual of another individual attempting to escape the blaze by jumping out of the window. You can see the sort of suffocation that people were experiencing in this narrow building. We learned that it was a closed off building, closed off from all sides, and people jumping from the window to save their lives. Narrow road hindered rescue ops. This also you can see over here just how narrow these lanes were. You can see over here now fire trucks, and what we also learned was that it took around 7 minutes is what was being reported for the fire trucks to reach the exact location of the building, because of how narrow these lanes were, how congested these lanes were. In those narrow lanes you had people crowding, you had vehicles parked, and that really hindered these rescue operations. And you can see the fire trucks slowing down as they entered the lane due to the congestion that was being experienced over there. Now over here we have we're seeing visuals of the rescue operations, and as Vaishali also pointed out, mostly it was foreign nationals that were impacted in this tragedy, because it was mostly them that were staying at this homestay. They were working as assistants in the nearby Max Super Speciality Hospital. Bodies people retrieved from the basement. Now that also is another important point of how this building also had a basement structure, which we're learning was they did not have the full authority to be operating, and yet you can see bodies and people being rescued from the basement of the structure as well. Now over here we have the aftermath, and it shows how exactly extremely gutted the building was following this massive inferno. Yes, Vaishali.
All right, thanks Malvika, and we have more breaking in